Good night, and thanks for circling back to your favorite Thursday night chill spot, the Shush. I'm your host, Patrick. 2020 was a difficult, confusing, wild year for people across the world. And of course, Belize was not spared. From the popular forehead and chin mask to pandemic parties, toilet paper shortages, and flooding. 2020 was rough. And everyone was ready to move on. Well, 2021 came and has been even wilder than 2020 in many ways. For example, this week it was reported that a few hundred chickens in Spanish Lookout just dropped dead. Just like that. No lightning, no disease, no prey. They just got fed up with the working conditions and the cost of living, and so they just clocked out. Pun intended. We reached out to the head of the chicken union, Mr. Chickenhead, for comment, but he was also part of the mass clocking out. And so we spoke to the head of the public service union for comment, and he guaranteed us that while the 10% salary cut is already affecting them, they have zero intentions of following the drastic actions of the chicken union. More on this soon, folks. And speaking of wild, Belizeans have been shaking their heads at the way members of the House of Representatives would behave during House sittings for years now. Thankfully, we have a brand new Prime Minister, brand new House Speaker, about 20 brand new government vehicles, and a lot of new parliamentarians. So, no more quarreling, no more shouting and nastiness, right? Wrong. New year, same drama. Check out some of the sparks from last week's budget presentation.
Madam Speaker, I am not yielding to him.
It's a point of order. You must yield.
Not yielding.
You must yield.
I don't must. You sit down, boy.
Point of order.
Member.
Madam Speaker.
Member. No.
Madam Speaker, I will ask you to have him apologize to me.
Members,
That
this
remark is
occur
completely
today.
unparliamentary.
All right. So, in one single session, public officers' salaries get cut, feelings got caught, toes got stepped on, potential racism was spewed, and poor Madam Speaker seemed like she needed a cup of coffee with 2 shots of Travelers 3-barrel rum in it. No, this is not a paid ad, by the way, but you can buy Travelers countrywide. But you know what? As citizens, if we don't like how our House meetings go, we need to do something about it. And that is exactly what we have set out to do. Take a look at our sitting of the House of Shush. Madam Speaker, I rise to present a bill to expropriate further.
Madam Speaker, the appropriate, not expropriate, that way that.
On a point of order, Madam Speaker, this man can't be interrupting my speech.
On a counterpoint order, the word is interrupt, not interrupting. Big difference.
Madam Speaker, this bally out of order, man.
Double counterpoint. My name is Honorable Billy, no Bali.
Madam Speaker, based on the standing order, this member should wrap it up, man.
Which standing order, sir? You just me to make that up on your way here.
Standing order number 15.
But standing order 15 say, we fi break for lunch, not for shut up.
That matter is dealt with.
Madam Speaker, I arise to appropriate to further sum of
Further, no father, big difference.
appropriate further. Please just make her read the budget, boy. How much standing orders and objectives you will have?
Members.
Objections, but fine. Stop. Just give the people that belong one leave pantry and everything and we'll stop for us.
Fine. Anyways, for the paving of the Southern Highway, we're allocating $5 million. People need to drive. For the rollout of COVID-19 vaccines, $10 million. People need to survive. For commercials to blame Dean Barrow for all the mess we're in, $2 million. People need to realize. For commercials to bonfire upon the unions, $3 million. They need to stop criticize. For free education, $400 and 75 school bags. Education will rise. For new government vehicles, $11 million. Fresh wind cutters to the eyes. For gas for government vehicles, $12 million. Windows will rise. For free housing for every man, woman, and child in Belize, $30,000 plus free thatch roof. People have to budgetize. The total estimate of government spending for fiscal year 2021 to 2022 is projected to be $1 billion with a B. B as in Bukut or Bukutize. Total revenues from taxes are expected to be $245 million. To bridge that $755 million gap, the government will do the following. We will sell the Sarstoon River to our neighbors for $50 million. Nobody even lived there anyway. We will build a brand new international airport for all planes entering Belize. Keyword all. Even if the transponders are off and, the night time. That will earn us another $200 million. We will impose a 10% cut to public officers, saving us $60 million. And on top of that, we will impose a 5% tax on former UDP ministers, which will earn us another $50 million or $50,002,000.10 if we include Mark King. Finally, we propose to rename Belize as the Republic of Taiwan, Taiwanese, which will earn us the final $400 million. Madam Speaker, what we present to Belize today is the Plan Belize budget, a bold recovery plan that I made up on my way here after I leave coconut water by mile 37. Now, this budget, not as sweet and sexy as we had hoped, but at least it's not being presented by the annoying ballet from Belama South over there. Your time. So I have to deal with that work. And with that, we cut to our first commercial break. We'll be right back. Good night, my peoples. Welcome back to the Shush. I know that not everybody bakes today, since the payday. Some of them might eat ceviche or pizza right now. I must just add a big steak for Johnson. But for those who had to pay rent, light bill and water bill, or who didn't get a paycheck, I know you know bakes. So let me share other people's bakesness as well. The first one for tonight came from Facebook. Hello guys, BTL is cutting people internet even if you owe a small fee. They know the play. A friend of mine get cut for $20 just to give you a rough heads up. Yes, then they cut out internet. Aye, alright, so $20 song limit if you just think about your friend, aka you, But if that 10,000 people owe $20, you do the maths, that 400,000 pack of noodles. And that a lot. So we have to stop be vexed when they cut out if we owe, you know what I mean? Unless they cut out your internet in the middle of the shush. In that case there, yes, we could be vexed. This next vexedness came from the Facebook comments under another vexedness we featured. I support cutting the pay of the transport back office staff. They work 50% of the day, they should get 50% of the pay. One time, I get a ticket and it took me 4 days to pay for it. I went all the time of the day and every time they were closed. Finally, I had to wait exactly 11 o'clock for pay for it. So now, this I agree with. Equal pay for equal work. You work overtime, extra pay. You work half of the time, half the pay. And I must say, kudos. You are the only citizen who actually go pay for traffic tickets. So, great job. We might make you the next Governor General. Now, you know when they say, when you're vexed, you need to go suck one lime? Well, I don't know what to suggest if you're vexed because of lime. Check out this submission. Patrick, I have a sour vexedness to complain about. The damn prices of limes. A few months ago, limes are $6 or $7 or even $8 for $1. But now, limes are $1 for $1. That no make any damn sense. If my picnic ain't get at least sore throat, I can't even afford to give them honey and lime. And I used to clean chicken using about 7 limes. But now, that one end up the cost more than the chicken itself. Whoever they control the price of lime need to stop there. Thank you. How the saying go? When life gives you limes, feel special. Because lime more precious than gold lately. I won't surprise if oil companies stop explore for offshore oil and start explore for inland lime valley. These could pay off the entire Superman if we give them the people at least $300 a lime. But yes, all the way, bex, about lime price right now. Alright, so if you watched last week's show, you would have seen a string of food vexedness from our show. Well, 2 people shared their own food vexedness with us. I may think that only me they experience these type of because the other day, I ordered a breast barbecue, the person dropped it off at my work spot, and when I opened the foam plate, 2 bloody pieces of breastbone, and to make it worse, no salad and 1 bun-up tortilla. I was like, man, things really getting hard in Belize. Man, that rough. And then somebody else say, please don't get me started on like this. Yesterday, somebody gave me 2 teaspoons of potato salad. I'm a vexed no. Now, what kind of thing that? Food vexedness galore right now. With bills and with expenses, they get bigger and bigger. Meanwhile, plantain, chicken breastbone, and potato salad servings, they get smaller and smaller. Well, this just back way, and we demand a change. And for our final vexedness, we have this passionate vex submission to share in reference to the 10% salary cut that public officers will be facing. We sacrificed our time, our lives, our families' lives when the lockdown kept majority of the public inactive and safe. We never stopped grinding. Yes, I feel for those who lost their jobs, man. I really do, and it is in the best interest of the government to fix things. But this is not the way. Being bullied to get what you want. They were polite coming to our doors begging for votes. Now we can't ask nor agree to nothing with them. They certainly dashed a polite and nice persona through the door with UDP because now they show their true colors. Belizeans need to start standing up for what they know they deserve. And that's exactly what these unions are doing. Pandemic or not, we sacrificed our lives and that of our families. We lost our fallen colleagues for the sacrifice they say we didn't do. Man, we kept this country afloat enough to actually move into the elections and now have a new government. Please show us some appreciation at least now. Gosh, they are the ones who actually gained the most during COVID. Make them chin up now and help our people. Hey. Miss, I hear you loud and clear. Like I say, we're going straight from a flirting stage to divorce. You know, November where they get caught up. Psst, psst. Hey friend, you look beautiful, nice smile and thing. Make I get to leave vote, no? And now, more like, the number you are trying to reach is unavailable. Please never try again. Politics aside though, teachers, public officers, the entire country appreciate your services. And we all know that we must sacrifice because of how badly things are at this time. The best we could do right now is hope that the 10% salary cut not do too much damage or harm to us. Right? And before I get an extra 10% pay cut, it is time for us to go to our final commercial break for tonight. Folks, stay tuned. We'll come right back. Viewers, we're down to our final segment for tonight. And you know what that means, the Artist Spotlight. This is the time when we get to showcase a Belizean who has been doing great things in one of the many fields of arts. And tonight, joining us, we have the man called Diesel, aka Thomas Gongara. Welcome to the show. You are into many different forms of art.
Yeah.
Like an octopus or an artopus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever octopus with 20 legs is called. I don't know.
I'll Google it later. That could have been a good riddle. What do you call an octopus with 20 legs? Diesel.
Yeah. I almost said something in Spanish. 'Cause I don't know. I think I'm 20 when I hear 20, but I don't think it worked like that.
Okay. All right, so tell us a little about your artistic footprint. You don't mention you have 20 legs, so keep it concise, sir.
Yeah. I started off in my teenage years actually performing music. I had a goal to merge my love for hip-hop with as many different genres as possible, and ended up coming up with a couple songs that were pretty popular back then. I don't want to show my age, but one of those songs that was pretty popular was called Anaconda. It was a soca dancehall fusion.
Anaconda coming to get you, Anaconda coming to get you, Anaconda coming to get you, run, run, run.
And then we had a jazz R&B hip-hop fusion called If I Had a Wish, which, if I remember correctly, was the first Belizean song to be #1 on More FM's top 10.
By the way, I don't know all of this, I make him tell you know.
Yeah.
I have to pretend like, oh, for real?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
So that was in my teenage
Dude,
years.
I was
but
there.
as time went by, kind of real life kind of kicked in. I had to get jobs and stuff, so the music kind of took a back burner. But I still wanted to remain active in music culture here in Belize. So that entire time I've been either coaching other artists or working along with other artists up to this very day. As you know, but they don't know. Recently, we shot a music video for Kilo for the song Overdose. Dude, you were there.
I thought he looked familiar.
So shout out to our friend Kilo and every other artist that has asked us for assistance.
Prick 5K.
I was getting to that. You know, one of the other recent projects with the guy behind the camera as well, Sean, and yourself, we had the Prick 5K giveaway, including the live performance, video capturing and editing and stuff. And I don't know, I feel like I'm jumping all over the place because there's just so much. But in terms of music,
it's
that's
okay.
that.
You can jump all over the place.
I'm also a graphic designer and photographer by trade, so I do photography mostly for live events, like big concerts and stuff. So I've shot artists like Beanie Man way back in the days, Kez, Michelle, and many others. Not to name drop.
Or anything.
I also do some portraiture photography, but I'm more into the live events and travel photography.
Yeah.
So that's been my latest go-to is the travel photography. So my DJ page since coronavirus kicked in last year has turned into my travel photography page somehow. So there's mostly pictures of places and not me DJing.
Yeah.
Which brings me to the next thing I do. I DJ live events.
You're also a DJ, dude.
Yes.
I did not know that.
No requests, please. I DJ weddings and special events. Won't find me in many clubs and bars, although I respect the guys who do that scene, but my niche is more private events.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, do you like my earrings?
Yes, very nice. Where'd you get them?
From you.
Supposed to say at Body Bling.
At Body Bling, sorry.
Let's do that part again.
What is Body Bling?
So, Body Bling BZ is my body piercing studio. A good friend of mine who does tattoos told me that I should get into body piercings because I was already very interested in it. And after a long convincing, I got into it. So now, that's one of my other crafts is body piercings. Nice. I like to think of myself as the premium body piercer.
What? So how come put the name?
Many years ago when we were both living in San Pedro for a brief time, one interesting afternoon, we created a song called Body Bling, which was about tattoos and body piercings.
Body art, but we call it body bling. Let me see some body parts. If you got a couple things, if you got a couple rings, tattooing can do your thing.
And when I was thinking of a name for my body piercing studio, Body Bling is what stood out in my mind. I had other ideas, but that's the one that was like, this is gonna be it.
Yeah.
And it's now.
It just worked, right?
It just worked.
I was there.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry if I don't look enthusiastic, but I know all of this.
There's nothing I'm going to tell you today that's a surprise to Patrick.
Alright, so just to clarify that me and Thomas know each other from year high. Yeah, since we had the same hairstyle and but we drifted apart.
His hair started growing here and mine started growing here.
Alright, so we could get to the specific questions. Do you have any, like, maybe any unusual or extreme piercings?
I'll tell you something that's interesting. I pierced somebody's knuckle, the flesh on their knuckle.
Oh, yes.
I pierced somebody's knuckle, and I've been doing some in front of the ear, what's called a surface tragos. It's like the little surface of skin right in front of the ear. I've done a few strange ones. That one stands out to me. It doesn't seem that like interesting to some people, but imagine having a ring on the top of your knuckle. Yeah. That's not a ring.
Ever suspend anyone?
Oh yes, this is right. One time at a concert, I pierced my cousin's back with some huge, I don't even know, I think they were like 4 gauge or something. It was like very thick needles. And then we stuck some hooks in those holes. And we hung him from the ceiling of the Civic Center and kind of swung him all over the place as a metal band was playing music.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That was pretty interesting.
I was also
Thanks
there.
for reminding me. Yeah.
It's because I was there.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, good times, good time. Big up Ascentium.
Yep. Aside from that, it's been a lot of fun. I've been traveling all over the country. I do pop-up shops, pop-up piercing shops at different places. Belmopan has been particularly enthusiastic about me being there. Also, Kikaka, San Ignacio, San Pedro. Just shout out to everybody who follows and supports Body Bling. We also sell the body jewelry. So if you just want to buy jewelry for your existing piercings, we ship all over the country as well.
All right. Plug. All right. So let's get to the would you rather questions that I spoke of earlier.
Sure.
All right. So each time we have an artist on, we play would you rather with them, right? So would Diesel rather? Now, I don't see the questions here. So the first one, no smart answers, please, on a hypothetical scenario.
All right.
All right, so first question, would Diesel rather pierce his mom's boob or give a baby a tattoo? That's why I said no smart answers.
Give a baby a tattoo.
Okay. The reason why?
You said no smart answers.
All right, let's jump into part 2. Okay, would you rather pierce someone's eyeball or their Adam's apple?
Definitely Adam's apple.
Why?
Less permanent damage. I'm not as sadistic as you would think. I like piercing, but I don't like hurting people. It sounds kind of contradictory, but it's true.
He doesn't like that part. Okay. You like the result after.
I like the result.
Oh, that's a nice, wait for it, body bling you got there.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
All right. Sorry for earlier. All right, that's exactly how I feel. That's what happens around here. All right, finally, would Diesel rather pierce his own belly button or have a random stranger pierce his lip?
Pierce my own belly button. Because I know I'll be getting the piercing the right way if I do it myself.
You know, have like the coach nobody.
That would look cute. I recently lost almost 100 pounds, so I'm feeling confident enough to pierce my own belly button.
Yeah, that post on selfie, felt cute, might delete later.
Exactly. Felt cute, might remove later.
Like delete cropped off, man.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, well, thank you for being with us and, you know, going through all of that, you know. we never know which hat the man may wear today, so we just kind of touch on everything.
Yeah.
But Diesel, I must say this, would have been a good model for all the younger artists there. I mentioned this before. Not the one thing, you know, try to get yourself in a lot of different things, art that not necessarily just music and visual art. You have many forms of art and you have many ways to appreciate art. Just plugging that in there. All right, so before you go, tell them, not me because I have your number, tell us how we can find your shop, book appointments, purchase bling, etc., etc.
The easiest way to get in contact with me is through either my Facebook or Instagram page for Body Bling, which is at BodyBlingBZ, if you're looking for body piercings or body jewelry. If you're looking for a DJ, it's at DJDZL, DJ Diesel, on both Facebook and Instagram as well. If you're looking for photography, videography, advertising, it's at TG Media on Facebook. I don't have an Instagram for that one as yet. Other than that, literally just Google it. Google Body Bling, Google DJ Diesel, Google TG Media. You'll find all of them on Google. Mm-hmm. And if I may just say this much, as Patrick mentioned, to anybody who is looking up to older people to figure out their path in life, if you're interested in something, even if you have no knowledge of it yet, pursue it and make it a goal to become the best at it. Anything you get involved in, don't half bleep it. Just learn as much as you can. Don't be afraid to ask questions to people who you know what they're doing. And you'll be surprised. Maybe somebody takes you on as an apprentice and then you can go out and do your own thing. But just follow your goals, man. Follow your dreams. Entrepreneurship is the thing these days. So I encourage entrepreneurship on all levels.
All right, then. Thanks for stopping by, Thomas, and all the best.
Thanks, man.
Bro.
Thank you, bro.
Folks, follow the man. And be sure to follow us on Facebook at Colorblind Multimedia Productions to keep up with all the latest shush and more. We'll be back next Thursday, same place, same time, and we'll bring the heat again. Until then, peace.